On November the 25th, Ukraine will mark Holodomor Remembrance Day. Between 1932 and 1933, millions of Ukrainians starved to death as Joseph Stalin's regime led a campaign of collectivization and terror. Even after 1933, the USSR took all measures possible to hide the Soviet crimes against humanity. Since Ukraine's independence in 1991, 17 countries have recognized the Holodomor as genocide, including Canada, the USA and Poland. However, the United Kingdom still does not. On November the 7th, this was debated by British lawmakers. Pauline Latham, a Conservative MP who initiated the discussion, recalled a powerful account of one Holodomor survivor. It was a story of desperation, starvation and fear of elimination that brought her to tears.
An infant moaning song, and it demands neither from the mother nor father, pleading into the empty space in the world, only one thing: eat, eat, eat.
The Holodomor is one of the most devastating chapters in 21st century history. Yet, even to this day, the true extent of Stalin's brutal political goals remains unknown to many.
Ukraine was considered to be an awkward place. The word Ukraine, as we all know in the old Russian, means the borderland. And it was perceived as the borderland between Europe and Russia. Of course, Ukraine is far greater than a borderland. Ukraine is a nation in its own. It has its own language, its own culture, its own poetry, its own music, and it has its own football teams. It's a great nation. It's more than a borderland. But that was how the Russians saw it. And they wanted to keep that border safe and sanitized. It meant crushing the religion, it meant crushing the people, it meant crushing the nation. But, Mr. Walker, it didn't work. It absolutely did not work.
Yet not all in attendance within Westminster Hall believed that the UK should recognise Holodomor as genocide.
These are essentially criminal matters on which we believe appropriate courts are best placed to make a judgment. The approach has guided successive UK governments in relation to other atrocities. The decisions to recognise as genocides the Holocaust, the 1994 killings in Rwanda, the 1995 massacre in Srebrenica, only came about following judgments by appropriate courts in line with the definitions set out in international law.
This is Tom Bell for UATV.